So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messere, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lirene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Tell me he's got killer eyes and a nice smile. I'll marry him on the spot.
As it happens, he's got the eyes. But I've never seen him smile. It's always seemed like he must have lost even more than the rest of us. I suppose you can seek him out. Anders certainly hasn't turned anyone else away. Look for the lit lantern in Darktown. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
This place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot? In the deep roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested... Although, A favor for a favor? Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Help my expedition reach the deep roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
You decide. I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Karl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall's circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cell, refused appearances at court, made Tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made Tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Karl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Karl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
I would help any mage in such circumstances. Map or no.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Karl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free. I saw Karl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be... made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
You will never take another mage as you took him.
Anders, what did you do? It's like... you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Karl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of Tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
I would rather die than be Tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Karl. I'm so sorry.
Now! It's fading! Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
So, let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination?
You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
This spirit sounds like a useful friend to have.
He was far better to me than I have been to him. To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
This is obviously difficult for you.
For him, we'll be hunted for sure now.
I thought I was helping my friend. He would have died, I guess. If that even means anything. And he wanted to help me. He knew what mages have suffered. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curses of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
So, that explains your whole sexy, tortured look.
Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I had not thought to ever find a woman who would look past what I just said. My maps are yours. As am I, if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here. I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
You can tell me anything.
Anything? Be careful what you offer. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
Well, he can't complain about his looks anyway.
No, don't go there. That's not going to end well. I don't want to hurt you.
Why would you hurt me?
You saw what I did in the Chantry. That's who I am. A year ago, maybe we could have had something. But I'm not that man anymore. I'll break your heart. And that might kill me as surely as the Templars.
Stop looking at me. I really don't like all this open, slobbery affection. Be a real pet. Ignore me until you want something and then sit on my head.
I miss a pounce a lot.
Mistress Hawke, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son Fainriel. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Can I get the details before I agree?
There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
We are not going to kill apostates for you.
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
I would not like to see this become a massacre.
Thank you. Your compassion does you credit. These mages have shown they attack Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. They're here! The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle!
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call!
You killed him! Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me, love. I saw what you are. How could you murder one of your own just for daring to defy the Templars? He obviously meant a lot to you. He was our future. Until he came, we never thought to fight back. I told Decimus he was going too far, but he said it was the only way to protect us. To protect me. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes. I would never turn a fellow mage over to the Templars. Then we must first throw off pursuit. There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
Better the death of one Templar than so many innocents.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall? Leave it to me. By the time I'm done, these Templars will swear that the sky is green. This part of the deep roads looks familiar.
We're back where we started. And in only 5 days. Not bad, eh?
Think we could take a break? I feel wrong.
Let's make camp if you're sick.
I'll wager it was those deep mushrooms we found.
No. It's...
Carver!
It's the Blight. I can sense it. Just like that Templar, Wesley. I'll be just as dead. Just as gone.
There must be some other way.
I'm not going to make it. Not to the surface. Not anywhere. It's getting worse.
There might be something we can do. I stole the maps from a warden that had come to Kirkwall. I wanted to know if he was looking for me. He wasn't. The maps were for planning their own expedition into the deep roads.
Does that mean the Grey Wardens are here?
If the Wardens are here, I know where. We could bring Carver to them.
And what? Become a Grey Warden?
Is becoming a Grey Warden a cure?
Yes, I suppose it is. But it's not without a price. One not everyone is willing to pay.
What price? Maker's breath, spit it out.
The process of becoming a Warden is... unpleasant. And irreversible. It also means you might never see your brother again. He might survive the Blight, but at the cost of becoming a Grey Warden. It's not an easy life, trust me.
What about you? You're not a Grey Warden anymore?
You think I got away? Eventually they, or the Circle, will drag me back. I've got no illusions about that.
Is this even possible? How does someone become a Grey Warden?
I can't tell you. But it's not something you can undo once it's done. Even if you want to.
This just keeps sounding better and better.
They might agree to it, however. That's if we can find them in time.
I don't see any better options.
Then I hope I'm right.
What's wrong?
I think they're nearby. Or it could be Darkspawn.
Anders.
Fancy meeting you here, Stroud.
I could say the same. Aren't you supposed to be dead?
That's the rumor. But I didn't come here to swap stories with you.
You mean the boy as a recruit? Of course you do. I'm sorry. I know this comes as no comfort to you, but we do not recruit Grey Wardens out of pity. It is no kindness.
Carver happens to be a fine warrior. You'd be an idiot not to recruit him.
Be that as it may, I cannot.
Stroud, trust me when I say this one is worth your time. With the Blight over, you Wardens don't have recruits lining up.
This is no simple thing, Anders. This may be as much a death sentence as the sickness, and you know it.
He'll die anyway. Take him and try. I'm asking you.
If the boy comes, he comes now, and you may not see him again. Being a Grey Warden is not a cure. It is a calling.
Are you sure about this?
I wish it hadn't worked out this way.
We must move quickly if we are to make the surface in time.
Then, I guess this is it. Take care of Mother.
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
Don't tell me these things. I might have to lock you up to keep them off you.
Sweetheart, I'm not letting anyone lock me up. You included. The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
If they want you, they'll have to come through me.
You're at as much risk as I am. That's what I worry. What if your money and position aren't enough? What if the Knight Commander turns on you? Everything I've done to control this. I don't care. I would drown us in blood to keep you safe.
I don't want to see you lose yourself. To the Templars or Justice.
How much is left if you strip both those out? I'm sorry. I can't be anyone but who I am. There will be more violence. I know that. If you tie yourself to me, I'll only hurt you.
Nothing would hurt as much as losing you.
You don't want to do this. I have no control around you. I never thought I'd meet another mage like you. Another apostate. Don't tempt me. Not unless you're ready for what that means. Have you noticed how many Tranquil are in the gallows courtyard lately? And don't tell me I'm just sensitive to it. I've been watching, and every day there are new Tranquil, selling their bloody wares. Good mages too. People I know past their harrowing.
Doesn't Chantry law say that mages who pass their harrowing can't be made tranquil?
Exactly. The Templars are using the right of Tranquility to silence those who speak against them. They're working on a deliberate plan to turn every mage in Kirkwall within the next 3 years.
Whatever you think of Templars, you can't imagine they're so heartless.
They're worse. There are groups in Kirkwall who help those fleeing the Circle. I've talked to people on the inside. The plan is the work of a Templar named Sir Ulrich. I've had a run-in with him myself. He's the one who did the ritual on Karl. Nasty piece of work. Likes to make mages beg.
What happened between you and Sir Ulrich?
I've been involved with an underground resistance. Mages living free in Kirkwall who help others escape. I can't tell you any more, for your sake and theirs. You have too much involvement with the Guard and nobility. Suffice it to say, I've been in the gallows. I've seen his work firsthand.
What else do you know about Sir Ulrich?
The Knight Commander is at least sincere in her convictions. However misguided, she believes she's helping people. Sir Ulrich's a sadist. Cold-blooded as a lizard. He likes to experiment on mages. Find out what it takes to push them into the arms of demons.
Then perhaps the blame can be laid on him, and not every Templar.
That's what I hope. If we bring the evidence of this plan to light, there must be men who'll stand against it. Perhaps even the Grand Cleric will finally be forced to act. My friends in the Mage Underground know a way inside. A secret entrance under the walls of the gallows. Come with me tonight, please. Help me find the evidence of Sir Ulric's Tranquil solution.
What do you mean, Tranquil solution?
That's what he calls it. His idea of a peaceful solution to the mage problem. To sunder the mind of every mage in the Free Marches. I'm told he's bringing his proposal to Val Royeaux, to the Divine herself. He would turn every mage in Thedas into a drooling simpleton under his command.
I wouldn't let you face this alone.
You are the one bright light in Kirkwall. I've always feared being made tranquil. Now, more than ever, I'm ready to go when you are. Our entrance is concealed not far from here. This is it. This tunnel will take us into the gallows. Are you ready to help me find evidence of the Tranquil solution?
Let's go. No, please. I haven't done anything wrong.
That's a lie. What do we do to mages who lie?
I just wanted to see my mum. No one ever told her where they were taking me.
No, this is their place. We cannot...
So, you admit your attempted escape? You know what happens to mage girls who don't toe the line around here, don't you?
Please, no! Don't make me tranquil. I'll do anything.
That's right. Once you're tranquil, you'll do anything I ask.
What are you doing to that girl?
You fiends will never touch a mage again. They will die! I will have every last Templar for these abuses.
It's over, Anders. They're all dead.
Every one of them will feel justice's burn.
Get away from me, demon!
I am no demon. Are you one of them, that you would call me such?
Anders, that girl is a mage. We rescued her from being made tranquil.
She is theirs. I can feel their hold on her.
She's the reason you're fighting, Anders. Don't turn on her now. Please, Messer.
Baker, no. I almost... If you weren't here... I need to get out of here.
You saved my life, Messer. What was that thing? He's no demon. Just a deeply troubled man. Can I go home now? Find your parents, but don't stay there. You must leave Kirkwall. I know. There's nowhere in the city where Sir Ulric's men won't find me. Thank you, Messer. Andraste herself must have put you in that room.
Trash. Trash. Keep. Trash. Trash. Won't be needing that anymore.
This is all Sir Ulric had. Looks like the Tranquil solution began and ended with him.
Let me see that. The Divine rejected the idea. Meredith rejected the idea. This was not what I expected. Perhaps I should try talking to the Grand Cleric. Maybe she's more reasonable than I thought. Thank you. I will think on what you've said.
Hello again, Hawke. Your grandparents would be so proud of you. When I was a girl, the Amels were one of our most prominent families. I'm glad to have one of their line in the estate again. How can I help you?
I think you should see these papers.
Sir Ulric, where did you get these? He was murdered in the gallows not a few days ago.
He was trying to turn every mage in Kirkwall tranquil.
Sir Ulric made a suggestion, yes. But we turned him down. The right of tranquility has always been a last resort. It has saved lives, but it is not without its costs. If you'll excuse me.
What are you doing?
Putting out milk. I miss having a cat around. But I think the refugees have scared them all off. Or maybe eaten them. You know, I've been meaning to thank you. Having someone like you making a name for yourself in Kirkwall. It's done a lot for mages. You're the kind of leader we need. To tell the world we won't be punished any longer for our Maker-given gifts.
Oh, I love when you go all hot-headed revolutionary.
I've tried to hold back. You saw what I almost did to that girl. You've seen what I am. But I'm still a man. You can't tease me like this and expect me to resist forever.
I don't want you to resist.
This will be a disaster. But I can't live without it. We could die tomorrow. I don't want it to be before I tell you how I feel.
I've never felt this way about anyone.
I thought with justice, this part of me was over. I can't give you a normal life. If you're with me, we'll be hunted, hated. The whole world will be against us. If your door is open tonight, I will come to you. If not, I'll know you took my warning at last.
You're here. I wasn't sure you would come.
Justice does not approve of my obsession with you. He believes you're a distraction. It is one of the few things on which he and I disagree.
If you hadn't come, I'd be out looking for you.
When I was in the Circle, love was only a game. It gave the Templars too much power if there was something you couldn't stand to lose. It would kill me to lose you.
You aren't going to lose me.
No mage I know has ever dared to fall in love. This is the rule I will most cherish breaking. I love you. I've been holding back from saying that. You should have a normal life, not be tied down to a fugitive with no future. But I don't ever want to leave you.
Don't ever leave.
Do you mean that? Would you have me here, living with you? Would you tell the world, the Knight Commander, that you love an apostate and you will stand beside him?
I want you right here. Until the day we die.
For 3 years, I have lain awake every night, aching for you. I'm still terrified I'll wake up.
I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I've seen how that Anders fellow looks at you. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
You've been through a lot. You deserve any joy you can find.
Thank you, love. No one could ever replace your father. But it is refreshing to think I could still be courted at this age.
Isabela, my dusky goddess. You have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast upon my tender white flesh.
That's all right. I think I'll manage. Speaking of romance, you, Anders, and Justice. That must be exciting. As they say, 2's company, but 3 is better.
I don't think whoever made that claim had a Fade spirit in mind.
No? You don't like his spear of righteousness, then? Or perhaps he thinks you're too good of a person and isn't willing to smite you. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? Everyone deserves a good smiting now and then. I could use one right this minute.
Donick thinks I'm punishing him. But Hightown is a safe patrol, a reward.
You wanted his reaction.
All right. I can fix this. I need 3 goats and a sheaf of wheat. You'll take them to his mother. It's a dowry tradition. Maybe it will smooth the process.
The process? Oh my.
Please don't.
It's a courtship. The mother of all awkward ones, but still.
How exactly did you think this mess would work?
I don't know what I thought. I've been focused on being captain for so long, that's all I know.
It can't be a complete mystery. You were married once, right?
That was a long time ago. It was easier, or seemed to be.
I can't imagine you having trouble speaking your mind.
It's just fear. I know it's foolish, but I can't get away from it. What about you and Anders? He's all but cursed. How do you live with that danger?
Maybe we're not the best example.
But you understand. I feel paralyzed. I hate it.
Well, this little dance certainly isn't helping. So what will?
I'm the captain. He's my guardsman. I can't get past that.
Let him decide if that bothers him.
What? Just go out somewhere? Like it's that easy?
What? Too simple?
Tell Donick, invite him to the Hanged Man. Don't tell him about me. Make something up. It's a surprise, or just you, or a group, anything to get him there. He's not like the others. I don't want him to think he's meeting the captain.
If this was all an attempt to get closer to me through the captain, you're just not my type. All this playing shy business. I like a little backbone. I have to go. Thanks for the drinks.
I couldn't do it. What did he say?
He thinks I'm interested in him.
I'm an idiot.
Admitting it is a good step. Where are you heading next?
The barracks, for Eldon. The deepest hole I can find.
You've never been the hiding type.
I know, all right, but I freeze up. The only place I'm not a mess is on patrol. And killing highwaymen doesn't afford much opportunity for banter.
More excuses?
I will not risk.
Then you will have nothing.
You can't ignore advice from such a stable source.
But I can't fight and talk.
I'll clear the way, and you can see if he's the one.
You're too good at this. Is it any wonder you've all but taken Hightown? You clear the route up the Wounded Coast, and I will think of something to say. Well, guardsman, good patrol. I think we're done, and Hawke, what a surprise. What are you doing here?
Aveline.
Hawke, don't.
We don't have all night, you know.
Would someone please tell me what's going on? Are you blind, man? Kiss her already. Captain? I should get back to the barracks.
I thought we were friends.
Friends sometimes push.
There is more, I must tell you, that is not for her ears.
Is Fainreal in danger?
Indeed. And the danger may not come from what you think. Fainreal cannot become an abomination. The destruction he would cause is unimaginable. If you cannot save him from the demons, you must kill him yourself. A death in the Fade will make him what your circle calls Tranquil. He will be no threat after.
That's Fainrail's greatest fear. I won't be the one to make it come true.
I have no choice but to leave it in your hands. Now, gather a team, and we will begin. Choose carefully, for all will face temptation.
I worry what a journey to the Fade might bring out in me.
Let us begin.
I had not thought to return in such a way. It is good to feel the breath of the Fade again, not the empty air of your world.
You look different.
I am Justice. Anders has told you of me. Come. I sense Fainwheel's mind straining. We will not have much time.
Well, it's rare to see two forgotten magics in one day. It's usually a slow place, the Fade. Not many surprises. I wasn't sure I'd like this one, but it has potential.
A demon of sloth. It exists to make men forget their purpose and their pride. Do not relax around it.
Call me Torpor. I have a proposition that might interest you.
I will not give in to temptation, fiend.
Have it your way.
I wonder if we'll find more than just a sack of bones this time.
Mother must be here somewhere. We need to look around. What is this? The woman in the painting. She almost looks like Mother.
A shrine dedicated to a wife? A sister?
I need to find her, now.
I know nothing I say will change it. I'm sorry. You were lucky to have her as long as you did. When the pain fades, that's what will matter.
I appreciate it, Anders.
I'm here for you. Whatever you need.
And then Hawke tore the door clean off its hinges, walked into the room, and... I guess we'll finish this later.
Have you got a minute, Varric?
For you, I have all the time in the world. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. You and, what's his name? That mage. Seem to be getting pretty close.
You'd think after 3 years the dwarf would learn my name. And I'm standing right here.
Right, I see you there, Blondie. Don't worry. So, what's going on, Hawke?
Well, well, well. I never thought you were the type, Varric. I'm flattered.
Hawke, I know I'm damned near irresistible, but you're just too high maintenance for me. Sorry. Listen, as your friend, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't say something. Maybe, just maybe, getting involved with the possessed mage might be dangerous. There, I've said my piece.
I know you mean well, Varric. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I certainly hope so.
I thought you might like this.
You got me a gift? I hardly think I've done anything to deserve that.
Is it a... That's a Tevinter Chantry amulet. Do you want me to get executed? It's sacrilege to wear those in any land under the Divine.
Here I thought you fight for mage's rights. Whoever's bad side that puts you on.
I like it. Maybe not on the outside of my clothes. I'm not that eager to face the hangman's noose. But I appreciate the thought. I've never really thought about what life would be like in the Tevinter Chantry. In the Circle, they make it sound like the Void itself. The Black Divine stalking Thedas, making it unsafe for kittens and virgins.
Those kittens and virgins will just have to find a nice strong mage to protect them.
From what I hear about the Tevinters, that's the last thing they'd want. The virgins, anyway. I've never heard about any horrific kitten rituals, I appreciate the gift. Perhaps one day I can return one as meaningful.
For the Maker's sake, draw the curtains. Do you know what could happen if the Knight Commander spies catch two apostates talking?
No? What?
No wonder the demons found you such easy prey. Her ignorance will be what draws the Templars down on us.
Well, if you're really worried about the Templars, have I got a deal for you?
What is it?
This key opens the cellars below the house here. You can get in from Darktown, if you ever need a quick escape.
It means more than I can say to have had a partner these past 3 years. It makes me believe we can do anything.
I love you.
There will be war soon. The mages left in Kirkwall are at the breaking point. I wish I could promise to keep you safe.
If you think that was bad, I should tell you about the Black Marsh.
See, when you say things like that, Blondie, it just makes me glad I didn't know you sooner. Who goes to a place named Black Marsh on purpose? Now, they called it Beer Marsh. No, still doesn't work.
You've got a point. The marsh part does cancel out anything else. Flower Marsh, Kitten Marsh. No, no good. Ah, you've got company. I'll see you later.
Hawke, what can I do for you?
What was Anders here for?
Blondie didn't tell you? He comes down here now and then. He loses at cards to Isabela, and I buy him drinks. He's got some stories about his days in Ferelden that sound implausible, even to me. He's not bad for a mage. Crazy, but that's most everyone in this city.
I'm going to be trying something, and I thought you'd want to be part of it. We've both been wrong. What I did with Justice was unnatural. It should never have happened.
Is there some way to undo it?
I've spent the past 3 years researching the methods of Tevinter Magisters. They're the only ones who have ever sought to reverse spirit possession, not just behead the victims. I believe I have a formula for a potion that can separate Justice and me, without killing either.
Is it dangerous?
There are always dangers with magic. But I believe this will be worth the cost.
Surely that's worth any risk it entails.
I knew you'd stand behind me in this. Even if...
What?
Nothing. I've gathered most of what I need, but there are some outlandish ingredients I was hoping you'd help me collect. A powder the Tevinters call Celepetre, and a small amount of Drakestone.
Is it just a potion? Is there anything more to this ritual?
No ritual. Just mix the ingredients up and... boom. Justice and I are free. And we can take our rightful place among free mages.
What is Drakestone?
The Tevinters used to mine it for their apothecaries. There should still be deposits in the bone pit.
Where would we find Celepetre?
It's a crystal that forms from concentrated manure and urine.
Ew. We can't just buy it somewhere.
It's not used by mages here. There's no reason for any merchant to stock it. I suggest we search the sewers. There's an entrance not far from here in Darktown.
We're not looking for virgin's blood or the tongue of a hanged man or anything, are we?
Well, you know Tevinters. They can't throw a Winter's End party without a human sacrifice or two. But I promise, everything in my research says there's no blood magic involved. We can enter the sewers from here to look for the Celepetre. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Hold your nose. We'll have to get pretty close for me to tell what we're looking at. Are you ready to go in?
Ready as I'll ever be.
We'll have to look for Drakestone deposits along the sides. There is one more thing I need of you, my love. And I can't tell you why. I must get inside the Chantry, without being seen. Will you talk to the Grand Cleric for me? Distract her long enough for me to do what must be done.
Tell me your plan.
You would not thank me if I told you. If you support freedom for mages, help me. That's all I can say.
What do you want me to talk about?
Food? The weather? What does it matter? No, talk of mages.
Give her one final chance to hear what we have suffered. To pick a side. Perhaps she'll be more inclined to listen to you.
What is it you don't want me to see?
Do you believe in me, love? Do you believe mages deserve to live free of the Templar's grasp? Then trust me now. I am doing only what is necessary.
Was this ever about you and justice? Or have you lied this whole time?
I lied. There is no potion. But what we have gathered will bring freedom for more than just me and justice. It will help mages throughout Phaedus. In the face of that, one lie means little.
I can't act blindly. Tell me your plan.
I am taking a risk. I would not see you drawn into it. But maybe your support of mages ends at talk. It's easier to support freedom if no one must die to achieve it. You cannot claim to love me, then turn on me now.
I care for you. That doesn't mean I agree with every decision.
You cannot care for me and despise what I stand for. I am the cause of mages. There is nothing else inside me. Will you aid us now? Or does your support stop at the Chantry door?
Tell me what you would have of me then. But I won't forget you blackmailed me to get it.
I promise, whatever happens, it's on my head. It will not come back on you. Go to the Chantry. Talk to the Grand Cleric. I will join you when I'm done. I'll find you as soon as I'm done. Thank you.
Maker's blessing, champion. Have you come to pray?
So, hypothetically, if there were a group of people being brutally subjugated by another, wouldn't the Maker favor the oppressed?
You speak of mages. It's no secret that you count apostates among your friends, champion. You have done much to fan the flames of rebellion here. We must give Meredith and Orsino time to work out their differences. No good can come of showing favor to one side.
I guess that means you're not ready to disband the Templars and set every mage free.
I feel for the mages, I do. I would not wish to be locked in the gallows. But I cannot take sides. We are all the Maker's creatures, but magic allows abuses beyond the scope of mortals. I only hope I can balance the needs of everyone. For if it comes to war, it is the people of this city who will lose.
There you are. I've been looking for you all over.
Your Grace?
Your soul is troubled, child. I hope you found a balm for it here.
I wanted you to have this.
What's that? A pillow?
Hand embroidered by my mother. The only thing of hers they let me keep when I went to the Circle.
Why in the name of Andraste would you give that to me?
You've been a good friend, Varric.
You keep your pillow, Blondie. And may you have many more dreams of killing Templars on it.
Oh, you're home. I want to tell you now. I love you. You've stood by me when I gave you every reason to turn away. Just remember, whatever happens, I wanted you to know that.
Why are you talking like this?
He'll still be here, you know. Justice. Long after you and I are gone. It doesn't mean the same thing to a spirit. He'll just go back to the Fade.
I love you, Anders.
You were the most important thing in my life. But some things matter more than my life. More than either of us. I'm sorry.
If you were curious, that's not the best way to get me in the mood.
I told you I would break your heart. Just know it breaks mine to do it. I was hoping we'd find a better way, but... Justice and vengeance are too intertwined. I can't tell one from the other. You were the one shining light in my life. Never blame yourself for what will happen. Now that I'm living here, there isn't room for you in the bed. Do you understand? That won't work on me. I'm a cat person. Cheer up, old boy. Maybe you can bunk with Sandal.
I'm led to believe that both Huon and Elthina are dead. Unfortunate, but necessary. It seems, however, that we have still heard nothing of Emile de Lancey.
Emile was killed.
Yet we have no body, no witness to a battle. Most curious. Regardless, your part in this is done.
At least this is over.
Wait. That's it? Pay us and send us on our way? Not a single thought given to the fact that you Templars brought all of this upon yourselves.
Be very careful, mage. Your friendship with the champion protects you only so much.
You've gone too far, and you know it.
Maybe if you never took Huon from his wife, she wouldn't be dead. Elthina could be alive. And with the children she risked everything to save.
There are maybes enough to fill half the graves in Kirkwall. I will not add more to the pile. Enough. I have not the patience to argue with you further.
I told you she was hunting us!
No, not her. I can't do this.
To arms!
I told them not to do it, I swear. If I knew you were the one they were talking about, I'd have warned you. I don't hold with kidnapping. Not after what I went through.
What are you talking about?
They said someone was spying. We needed leverage. Someone they cared about. As a hostage. We just got word they pulled some Ferelden mage out of Hightown.
You bastards are going to pay if you hurt him.
We weren't going to hurt him. Just make sure you left us alone. Do you understand? Thrask says Meredith will cause open war with the mages if she stays in charge. We have to take her down.
I'm not your enemy in this. I think Meredith is a dangerous zealot.
Then talk to Thrask. He would welcome your aid. Our main base is on the Wounded Coast, an old ruin. They should all be there. Your friend, too.
I suppose it was too much to hope that you wouldn't have come here. Though I can't understand why you side with Meredith now. You showed me we can stand up to her. When I realized you had risked your life lying to protect those mages. Please, champion. I have nothing but respect for you. It's Meredith we must see gone.
I will not negotiate while my friend lies drugged on the floor.
We will release him the moment I have your word that you will support us.
No. The traitor dies. Then the champion.
Stand down, Grace.
Grace, do you really want to do this? After everything we've done for you?
We will not kill an innocent to achieve our ends. It gains us nothing to become Meredith.
Meredith? What do I care for Meredith? I'm here for the champion.
You hurt my friend. You die.
Decimus was right. There is no way for a mage to live by the Chantry's laws. You killed the best man I ever met, but I learned all he had to teach. Elaine, kill the hostage!
I don't know, Grace.
I thought you turned your back on blood magic, when you saw what happened to Decimus.
This isn't right, Grace. The champion tried to help us.
Don't defy me, boy. Without me, you'd be nothing. If you're too squeamish, I'll do it myself.
No. No one has to die here.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
Restrain yourself.
Forget the hostage. Kill the champion.
I knew she was still alive, but I didn't know Thrask was working with her. When I saw her today, it brought everything back. Everything I saw Decimus do. I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold him. There's no other way to wake him up.
Well, this is embarrassing. I never thought of myself as a damsel in distress.
I promise. I'll never let anything like this happen again.
I'm always happy to see your face. But it seems particularly lovely right now.
I will have the tower searched, top to bottom.
You cannot do that! You have no right!
I have every right. You are harboring blood mages, and I intend to root them out before they infect this city.
Blood magic? Where do you not see blood magic? My people cannot sneeze without you accusing them of corruption.
Do not trifle with me, mage. My patience is at an end.
A wonder that I never saw it begin.
This needs to stop.
This does not involve you, champion.
I called her here. I think the people deserve to know just what you've done.
What I have done is protect the people of this city time and again. What I have done is protect you mages from your curse and your own stupidity. And I will not stop doing it. I will not lower our guard. I dare not.
You can't keep pressing the mages like this.
What other option do we have? Tell me, champion, that you have not seen with your own eyes what they can do. Heard the lies of mages that seek power.
They're not the only ones that lie and seek power.
You would cast us all as villains, but it is not so.
I know, and it breaks my heart to do it. But we must be vigilant. If you cannot tell me another way, do not brand me a tyrant.
This is getting us nowhere. Grand Cleric Elthina will put a stop to this.
You will not bring her grace into this.
The Grand Cleric cannot help you.
Explain yourself, mage.
I will not stand by and watch you treat all mages like criminals, while those who would lead us bow to their Templar jailers.
How dare you speak to me?
The Circle has failed us, Orsino. Even you should be able to see that. The time has come to act. There can be no half measures.
Anders, what have you done?
There can be no turning back.
Why didn't she listen to me? Blessed be the souls of the faithful that they ascend to your right hand.
Why? Why would you do such a thing?
I removed the chance of compromise, because there is no compromise.
The Grand Cleric has been slain by magic. The Chantry destroyed. As Knight Commander of Kirkwall, I hereby invoke the right of annulment. Every mage in the Circle is to be executed, immediately!
The Circle didn't even do this! Champion, you can't let her! Help us stop this madness!
And I demand you stand with us! Even you must see that this outrage cannot be tolerated.
Why are we debating the right of annulment when the monster who did this is right here? I swear to you, I will kill him.
It can't be stopped now. You have to choose.
Was that why you needed me to distract the Grand Cleric?
You were part of this?
If you knew what I was doing, you would have felt honor-bound to stop me. I couldn't take that chance. The Circle is an injustice. In many places beyond Kirkwall. The world needs to see.
Elthina is not the Circle. She was a good woman, and you murdered her!
You fool! You've doomed us all!
We were already doomed. A quick death now or a slow one later. I'd rather die fighting.
The Circle does more harm than good.
It doesn't matter. Even if I wished to, I could not stay my hand. The people will demand blood.
I won't let her slaughter all of you.
But what of Anders?
Hawke, if you do this, I don't know if I can follow.
The mages here would become magisters if they could. Do not let them.
You sure about this? Even you might not win this fight.
I know we can do this. I believe in you, Hawke.
Oh, shit. What have you gotten yourself into this time, Isabela?
Think carefully, champion. Stand with them and you share their fate.
I'm not helping you, Meredith.
Thank the Maker.
It is a mistake, but I won't abandon you.
I see what you are trying to do, and my place is with you.
You are a fool, champion. Kill them all! I will rouse the rest of the Order!
Go! Get to the gallows before it's too late! So it's come to this. I don't know if we can win this war, champion, but thank you. I will leave your friend for you to deal with. I must return to the gallows. Meet me there as soon as you can.
There's nothing you can say that I haven't already said to myself. I took a spirit into my soul and changed myself forever to achieve this. This is the justice all mages have awaited.
Did that spirit tell you to do this?
No. When we merged, he ceased to be. We are one now. I can no more ignore the injustice of the Circle than he could.
I might have understood if you'd only told me.
You condone this? The brutal death of an innocent woman of faith, someone you knew, who trusted you.
I wanted to tell you, but what if you stopped me? Or worse, what if you wanted to help? I couldn't let you do that. The world needs to see this. Then we can all stop pretending the Circle is a solution. And if I pay for that with my life, then I pay. Perhaps then justice would at least be free.
Opinions?
If I'd been in that Chantry today, would you be waffling? You know what must be done.
Bold plan. Well, I thought so.
He wants to die. Kill him and be done with it.
Belief is no excuse. Sincerity does not justify this.
He should come with us. Do what he can to put things right.
I think I'm sick of mages and Templars.
Whatever you do, just do it.
Help me defend the mages.
You mean, stay with you? I didn't think you'd let me. But if you do, I'll fight the Templars. Damned right I will.
No! You cannot let this abomination walk free. He dies, or I am returning to Starkhaven. And I will bring such an army with me on my return, that there'll be nothing left of Kirkwall for these Maleficarum to rule.
Do not interfere, Sebastian.
I thought I knew you, Hawke. I gave up on Starkhaven to serve the Maker, but he has turned his back on Kirkwall for harboring heretics like this. I swear to you, I will come back and find your precious Anders. I will teach him what true justice is.
Thank you for my life. I'll try not to make such a mess of it this time.
How invigorating.
We'd all best get to the gallows. And quick. It's going to be quite a show.
I should have trusted you. Even with all we've shared, I never thought you'd spare my life. If we live through this, you know I'll be hunted. No one in Kirkwall will offer me mercy. But if you would join me, I'd rather be on the run with you than safe with anyone else.
If we win this, I'll kill anyone who tries to arrest you.
Kirkwall can't change alone, love. Even if we win here, it will take years of open warfare throughout Thedas before mages can be safe. If you wish to stay with me, you must join me in that fight.
Then we will be fugitives together.
We will fight for a world where our children can be born mages and free. 10 years, 100 years from now, someone like me will love someone like you. And there will be no Templars to tear them apart. May the Maker bring us victory, or everything else is meaningless.